All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a game between Happy versus Fly here on Last Refuge. We have Fly spawning as the blue orc player over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have Happy spawning as the red undead. Don't know why the game didn't load properly, not showing up these animations, but this is an Ultra of Darkness. This is a Ziggurat. I gotta say thank you to all of the recent Twitch subscriptions, the patron subscriptions, and it really lets me know that people out there do enjoy my content enough to help support me. So once again, thank you. If you guys have not subscribed, please definitely do so. If you guys have a Twitch account, definitely consider hitting follow, just so it puts me up higher up there in terms of the overall exposure. If you do have a Twitch Prime account or bits, or would like to donate other ways, there are links in the video descriptions. Please definitely check them out. All of those things right there help me help pay the bills, as I will be having more bills in the future. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down here. Blade Master coming out over here by Fly. Meanwhile, Happy most likely going with the Death Knight. I think I saw it earlier. There it is. Crypt going to be coming into play. There is that graveyard alongside that Tomb of Relics. Now, it looks like it is going to end up being Crypt Fiends after 2 to 3 ghouls being opened up. Meanwhile, Blade Master does have that Voodoo Lounge. We don't see a second Orc Burrow as of yet, so it could be a very quick tech to tier 2. The Blade Master may try to buy some healing salves, sit at 20/20 supply, and then quickly get into tier 2. Tier 2 now very much important for the orc player, as it allows him to get to fortified armor that much more quickly, protecting those orc burrows from the piercing damage of those Crypt Fiends. All right, Ogre Warrior purposely pulled back. So all of these little things that players do just to maximize their damage. Now that Blade Master is, I don't know why he's sidestepping so much, but he is going to be picking up that Circlet of Nobility and now wandering away. Sells the Scroll of Town Portal. You see an Acolyte up on the high ground doing a bit of patrolling, and the Blade Master is not gonna know about that. Meanwhile, Death Knight is out and about already, gonna go ahead and use that Rod of Necromancy, bring out those skeletal minions quickly gets a Death Coil, and knows that the Blade Master is pretty much nearby because of that timing. Now, the Forest Troll gonna go ahead and get in some engagement. Blade Master does get a Windwalk strike off on that skeletal minion, and now what he's really trying to do is just maximize as much experience as he can. Those skeletal minions that took a lot of damage, if you do a one swing of the sword and it is able to get in that bonus damage, why not? As the Blade Master, well, a Fly being very, very aggressive, trying to take out his opponent's creep camp, and that is rather dangerous. The Death Knight with that Death Coil can easily get in a lot of damage as well, and you can see a lot of damage has been absorbed right there. All right, let's take a look at this. Are we going to see more damage? There's the Death Coil. Blade Master doesn't get the experience, but he still gets that Ring of Protection, just what the doctor ordered. Death Knight on the board with some more experience as the Blade Master. Looked like he tried to use a healing salve right there, only to see it pretty much instantaneously removed. Or was it healing salve? No, healing salve was on that grunt. Blade Master, is he going to force another, Death Coil right there? Death Knight trying to get that last bit. Blade Master does not get the final shot off. Death Knight gets the level 2 first. And now with, Unholy Aura, he's going to be able to move around much more quickly. All right, Fly is in a bit of trouble right now. He is behind significantly in terms of experience during the early stages, but at the same time, he's really only denying experience or taking out his opponent's creep camps. All right, Forest Troll Trapper down to 51 hit points. One more shot, it does get taken down by the Death Knight's army once again, as the Blade Master now looking to retreat. During this time, both sides should have been teching the tier 2, and they're now going to transition into a new phase of the game. Slaughterhouse, maybe a quick tech to tier 3 before the Lich, one or the other. And, Orc players generally like to stay at tier 2 a little bit longer, since the Bestiary and the Spirit Lodge are available. Now, going up against an undead player, double bestiary was common, well, many moons ago, but at this stage, it really feels like it's only a single bestiary to try and, well, minimize the amount that you spend on infrastructure. Unlike StarCraft 2, where you want to build a lot of production buildings and then, well, macro as much as you possibly can, WarCraft 3 is much more micro-based, getting the most value out of all of your units, and, well, peons and workers get taken out pretty regularly and consistently. Well, but it doesn't really affect the overall economy all that much. It's not like you're sitting on, well, 36 to 48 workers in a single game. That just rarely ever happens. Meanwhile, Death Knight now gets up to level 3, skeletal minions absorbing a large bit of damage. You can see that the Crypt Fiends, all of them, well, taking a little bit of poison damage over time as the Shadow Hunter is now out onto the field. We are going for a quick tech to tier 3 though, interestingly enough, and this is before a War Mill. No War Mill, no Orc Burrow upgrades whatsoever. Meanwhile, coming back in on the other side, Blade Master going to be able to steal a potion of greater mana, and now going after a relatively difficult creep camp, as you see a healing salve now go on that Grunt. Grunt gonna try and run away. What is it doing? Running straight into the hands of a Death Knight. Death Knight says thank you very much and gets taken, gets the experience and the kill. Blade Master now looking to finish off one last Forest Troll Trapper. Shadow Hunter is out here. Death Coil and it... Oh, Tome of Intelligence. At least take that. No, he's actually going to leave behind the Tome of Intelligence +2. We'll see what happens there. Is the Death Knight going to spot it? Death Knight spots it. Lich spots it, but both of them completely disregard it. Not quite sure what was going on there. Meanwhile, back over here, Lich now has Frost Armor, and Frost Armor is the natural transition for that Lich. When you're able to deny your opponent's, well, the main damage from that Blade Master, his fast attack speed with high burst damage, well, the Frost Armor handles that very, very easily. Now, we can take a look. Forest Troll High Priest will get taken down. There it goes. Level 3 now on the Blade Master. Blade Master sitting at +6 on every single stat. He is a little bit more durable. He is dealing a little bit more bonus damage, but his burst damage is not necessarily that high. Circlet of Nobilities do not give diminishing returns, but at some point, that Blade Master really wants a Claws of Attack +9. On top of that, I believe that Scroll of Speed will be used some other time. That Ring of Protection should be dropped as the Blade Master going to go get here and be ready to go. All right, Shadow Hunter taking a lot of damage right now. Let's take a look. There is a Healing Ward now placed down. That Shadow Hunter took a brunt of that Shockwave, but still ended up surviving just a bit. Shadow Hunter relatively low on hit points, taking another Shockwave right there, and he is somehow still alive. Perhaps focusing down the Forest Troll Berserkers and the other remaining units would be beneficial now. Perhaps switching, auto-attacking a Grunt to lose aggro and then use a healing salve on himself, as he is, well, he was sub 100 hit points for quite some time. There you go. There's that healing salve. It will take some time. Meanwhile, the Death Knight and the Lich gonna get to level 4, level 3 respectively, or level 4, level 2 respectively, as the Ogre Magi easily surrounded before a quick Death Coil finishes him off. Lich should get to, or excuse me, Death Knight should get to level 4 right here. Level 2 Unholy Aura does give faster movement speed. Wait, what's the Death Knight doing? The Death Knight's purposely backing away at the wrong opportunity, and he does end up losing out on that experience. The Lich, however, just stays at level 2. We'll see if that makes a big difference or on the impact of the game. The Undead Army now moving slightly slower. And, well, if it's moving slightly slower, it's actually going to end up getting revealed right here. All right. Creep Camp. All right, Blade Master. Other units are already in position. Here you go. Gonna go ahead and try and finish off that Banshee. Banshee, however, get some Frost Armor, get some additional life as well, as we're taking a quick Cyclone onto the Shadow Hunter. There goes one Obsidian statue quickly taken down. Blade Master was Dust of Appearance revealed. Shadowhunter is in trouble, currently sitting up in the air as the, well, what's going to be happening here? All right, Blade Master currently revealed. Tauren Chieftain does not have enough, does not have a stomp capability. Shadowhunter going to get taken down. There it goes. Death Knight gets up to level 4. Healing Ward was placed down as the Blade Master now somehow surviving ever so barely as the fight is now raging on. All right, Lich finally takes down that Healing Ward as we are going to be looking at a retreat now. RW Fly does have an advantage in terms of overall supply, but it looks like he definitely lost that battle. Shadowhunter now back out onto the field. 52 supply compared to 42. Big losses right now because of that little bit of tax, and if he knew the supply advantage that he had, he probably would be trying to engage. All right, Ogre Magi. And, well, Ogre Lord gonna come across the field here. There is 2 Raiders. What does that mean? The Raiders are gonna try and surround the Ogre Lord. Also gets in some ensnares. However, Curse from those Banshees causing major problems as the Ogre Lord, well, unable to get back away. Helm of Valor will be dropped. Strength and Agility now given to the Blade Master. Blade Master now has more hit points and more attack. Plus 20 attack from the help of, well, plus 20, plus 15 right now. Windwalk. Let's take a look back across over here. How's the Blade Master getting plus 15? This is 222. Yeah, how is that plus 15? Oh, Orb of Lightning. All right. Use your eyes, Crota. Use your eyes. Tauren Chieftain now ready to head off to the north. Banshees. Well, Banshees with all of that curse. No Spirit Walkers to dispel that curse. And this is all coming off a single bestiary. Warmail has also not upgraded the fortified armor as we're going to be going into an engagement here. All right. We are not looking at pillage upgrades at all. Slaughterhouse could end up getting taken down. Blade Master of Tauren Chieftain is all right here, ready to go. Are we going to see a Frost Nova or anything as the Pit Lord comes into play? Howl of Terror across multiple units. Destroyer should be here, ready to go. There goes one Raider taken down very quickly. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain trying to retreat back as well. One Acolyte moving very slow, and this Acolyte is going to reveal the fact that Happy has an expansion. All right, no ensnare as of yet. Blade Master could try and engage. Tauren Chieftain is all right here, ready to go. There is a big stomp. Tauren Chieftain putting his foot down as damage is now greatly reduced. 56 supply compared to 53. Battle going on. Obsidian Statue could get taken down as well. There it goes. Tauren Chieftain down to, well, 98 hit points. Down to 89, but still ends up surviving. Blade Master still trying to engage here. Tauren Chieftain is back in the field. What is he doing? One Death Coil would finish him off. One Frost Nova. The Tauren Chieftain trying to engage as the, well, do you see a quick Hex? Healing Wave finally coming across here. Shadowhunter, perhaps level 2 Healing Wave might be enough, as units are just getting poked apart. However, the Blade Master is looking for a proc of that Orb of Lightning, not getting it. Chasing after that Obsidian Statue. Obsidian Statue down to 32 hit points, and it looks like it will, in fact, be able to get away. No, nope. Blade Master says, hey, I got mana. I can fire that. And then, well, get in another shot here. All right, Blade Master. There's a Dust of Appearance. Takes down a Banshee as well. Meanwhile, units heading back the other way here. Blade Master getting some free units, getting some easy ghouls, picking those units off as the Blade Master now wants to regroup. All right, low hit point Banshee gonna get taken down. There it goes. Banshee having a field day, a big stomp across multiple units again. And Fly is just playing with Happy as the Tauren Chieftain might get taken down. All right, Tauren Chieftain down to 25 hit points. Is he going to stomp? Is he going to stomp? No, my gosh, 7 hit points trying to get away. 11, 12, 1. He gets away with 1 hit point. Meanwhile, back across here, Blade Master continuing to try to clean up the remaining units. Lich, Frost Armor, difficult to clean up. Raider now trying to pull back here as the Shadowhunter low on mana, unable to survive. Shadowhunter does get to level 4 though. Meanwhile, Blade Master continuing this battle here again, trying to perhaps finish off some units. Another Ghoul gets taken down, but so does a Troll Berserker. Back across here, Tauren Chieftain, auto heal back up to 52 hit points. The Scroll of Speed gave that Tauren Chieftain enough time of regeneration, walking away from the very slow animation from that Crypt Fiend to actually land the auto attack. And that was the difference right there between well, a dead Tauren chieftain at level 2, forced resurrection, and perhaps a little bit more experience, and a Tauren chieftain who's just currently enjoying some healing salve again. Back off to the north, Blademaster will have a difficult time, doesn't want to stick around. No shade nearby though. 56 supply compared to 58, 2 bases to 1. As Fly now tries to set up his own expansion.
We're under attack.
The Tauren chieftain now up to 8 armor though. And this is actually rather scary. Whenever you see a strength hero with lots of rings of protection, be very wary. You may think that Tauren chieftain, based upon his health bar, is very easy to focus down. But because the Tauren chieftain and all heroes have heroic armor, well, they take reduced damage from piercing. So focusing down any unit focusing down a unit that you can pretty much only attack with melee for full damage is rather problematic. Tauren chieftain should be picking up that Sobi mask. There it goes. We'll get maxed out. Tome of Intelligence. Meanwhile, this Tome of Intelligence was in fact picked up earlier, as we are now looking at peons working away at the expansion. 2 bases to 2 bases. So far, Tauren chieftain is at level 3. At 9 armor already, 35% damage reduction. Or another way to look at it is 54% more effective hit points. If you guys have any questions about my armor calculations and approximations, check out my WarCraft video on the explanation of armor, and you will understand what I mean. Alright, Raiders now coming across here. 4 Stroll High Priest will get taken down. Tauren chieftain now making its way over as well, finishing off some more units. Shadow Hunter is at 4. Blademaster is at 4. Meanwhile, he is going up against a level 4 Death Knight, a level 3 Lich, and a level 2 Pit Lord. Now, what I am surprised about is the number of Crypt Fiends that are out onto the field, and also the lack of Destroyers. Destroyers are a very powerful unit. They are able to eat apart any heavy armored units, such as these Grunts. But because of the number of Troll Berserkers, that may be the reason why we don't see any of those units. Excuse me. On top of that, we don't really see any weapons upgrades or any upgrades from either side. 70 supply over 70, now creeping out the red creep camps in the corners of the map. This should be a relatively easy clear. Meanwhile, Tauren chieftain will finish off all of these units here. Nightcrawler will get taken down. As you can see, the Nightcrawler purposely trying to move around in order to, well, spread that poison. Ends up giving a little bit behind. Claws of Attack +9. That should be given to the Blademaster. Blademaster could, well, what could he give up? A Circlet of Nobility for an additional +7 damage. Meanwhile, Frost Nova Death Coil onto that Blademaster. Blademaster a little bit worse for wear, but will be able to regroup and get back together with the rest of the army. Alright, the majority of the creep camps have been cleared out. I don't think I see any creep camps actually left. What happened here? This is a, man, last refuge, this guy was trying to hide in an alcove, and you can obviously see that it did not work out all too well for him. Tauren chieftain now sitting at level 4, so we are at a 4-4-4 orc army with those heroes going up against a 4-3-2. Death Knight sitting at 4, Lich is at 3, Pit Lord is at 2, and still not that many destroyers. We see 3 obsidian statues, no destroyers, and also a good number of banshees.
Running low. Work complete.
Alright. Troll Berserkers, 1-0 upgrades. Grunts, no upgrades there. Wind Riders are also 1-0 upgraded. And perhaps there is a little bit of a concern with the Wind Riders and the Troll Berserkers. That may be the reason why we don't see any destroyers out. You need to get a very big critical mass of those units, and instead what we're seeing is Fly has reached critical mass on Troll Berserkers. Strangely enough, however, we do not have any abominations. Abominations is actually what you're looking for at this point and stage in the game. Well, with that disease cloud spreading across multiple units, and on top of the fact that you already have a level 4 Death Knight for a 400 hit point burst heal, and being able to do a little bit of bonus damage is absolutely huge. Blademaster ensnare. Let's take a look. Banshee will get taken down. Blademaster purposely positioning itself in a way as you see a scroll of town portal now come across in. All right, Raider could have a very bad day. Anti-magic shell, Howl of Terror, a little bit late, only affecting 2 units. Spirit Walker gonna try, and is it gonna be able to get away? Yes, it will be able to get away. Holds on at 9 hit points as Healing Wave bounces all around. Pit Lord, Death Knight, now ready to go. Raiders now looking to back up again. Let's take a look. Kodo Beast, nothing in its belly. Pit Lord does have Cleave, is going to be able to deal a lot of splash damage as the Blademaster going straight after the Obsidian Statue. One Obsidian Statue will get taken down. Wait, miss again. There it goes. Finally, 3rd time's the charm. Going after some additional units. Grunts, however, also in that frontline spot, going to have a very bad day. Still no destroyers. Blademaster, Potion of Invulnerability not used, and as it gets down to 116 hit points, finally uses it there. Blademaster could be in trouble. Fly, what is he doing? He needs another healing wave to try and save that Blademaster. Blademaster could get taken down. Blademaster somehow surviving right now, down to 198 hit points and able to back off. Meanwhile, Tauren Chieftain in that front spot. Blademaster gets another healing wave going after the Death Knight. Death Knight could be in trouble as, well, it gets hexed. Blademaster is down and dead. Both primary heroes lost. Pit Lord sitting at level 2. Wind Riders in the air trying to, trying to help as you see a Kodo Beast dine and dash. It is digesting a Crypt Fiend, but, well, no Scroll of Town Portal as of yet. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 4. Shadow Hunter sitting at level 4 as well, I believe. There's the Shadow Hunter sitting at level 4, running out of mana. Kodo Beast needs to get away. It is going to go ahead and retreat as we see a big Howl of Terror across the majority of the Orc army. All right, now level 4 on the Lich. Lich still does not have enough mana for a big Frost Nova, and this battle could go well for Happy. Happy, well, picking apart Fly's army slowly but surely as the Lich is continuing to get more damage. We could see a big Frost Nova here as well, perhaps trying to finish off some more units. Raider low on hit points. Tauren Chieftain now looking to back up. Pit Lord now in that front spot. Anti-magic shell. Death Knight now with Unholy Aura trying to keep track or move with the rest of the army here could cause major problems. Tauren Chieftain, level 2 Endurance Aura. Reversal of Fortune as that burrowed Crypt Fiend able to hide and regenerate some hit points. 69 supply compared to 56. Blademaster still not part of this army yet. Death Knight in conjunction with 2 Obsidian Statues. How is there not web? Crypt Fiends did not web down that Wind Rider. That would have been an easy 4 supply kill right there. The Pit Lord already sitting at 3, Death Knight sitting at 4, as the units are now looking to back up and regroup. All right, Happy in ahead by a fair amount right now. Meanwhile, main bases have already been mined out. Expansions have about 9 minutes left to go. This one a little bit more than 6 minutes to go, as it may come down to that 3rd base. All right, Haunted Goldmine over here at that 10 o'clock location. Is it going to, well, be able to get constructed, and will it be able to start paying for itself as the Crypt Fiends with 2-0 upgrades are going up against 2-0 upgraded Troll Berserkers? Tauren Chieftain allowing for a faster attack speed. Piercing the speed is slow? All right. The Troll, I wish they had a number value, like number of attacks per second, or number of time needed to wait until you fire another shot. That would actually make a lot of sense to me, as the Blademaster now getting ready to engage quickly spots all of the Acolytes, but realizes, wait, you know what, I don't have that much mana. If I break Windwalk right there, I am just going to be exposing myself, forcing myself to use a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Instead, he's going to go after, well, there's one Acolyte. Acolyte could get taken down. There is a Windwalk strike right there, or a critical strike right there, 213. Trying to get more damage again. Blademaster is going to be able to Windwalk. Yes, it will. Able to, no wait. yeah, able to wind walk and get away. Meanwhile, the remaining army heading back down over here to the bottom right. You can see ghouls, peons are doing long distance mining. What is happening here? One ghoul, well, gonna have a very bad day, losing 50 points per shot from that Wind Rider now as, well, it gets finished off here. Meanwhile, Blade Master off to the north, looking to finish off an Acolyte. Acolyte down to 60, down to 12 hit points. There is a curse as the Blade Master now cursed but wind walking will be able to get away. New ziggurat getting added. Happy in a spot using, well, mining away. This is now 2 bases to 1 once more, but this base will be mined out in about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes. Orc burrows and watchtowers have fortified armor, and everything is still pretty much very wide open right now. 76 supply compared to 60, as the undead army with so much anti-magic shell could really push through a lot of damage. All right, let's take a look. Spirit Link now getting added in. Troll Berserkers ready to engage. Let's take a look. Piercing damage here already as the Forest Troll Berserker, or the Troll Berserkers, dealing, what, 20 to 36 damage per shot after that Howl of Terror. Tauren Chieftain is going to be able to stomp. Still has a good amount of mana. Where are all of the units going? Tauren Chieftain is an illusion. So far, what is happening here? I guess not really worrying about it as the Crypt Fiends finally get taken down. Blade Master with a 312 critical strike, dealing massive damage with that swipe right there, as the Blade Master is going to be forced to engage again. All right, Illusion quickly taken down. A Stomp not hitting really that many units. Pit Lord currently out of action for a small bit of time. However, Howl of Terror causing more problems as the Spirit Walker trying to get away, down to 98 hit points, ends up surviving. Spirit Walker able to finish off some units, continuing to push as well, but that Spirit Walker also got taken out in that exchange. 70 supply compared to 57. Happy is in a good spot. We'll see whether or not Fly will be able to hold off onto with enough, as he is mining at 2 bases, and I believe he does have, what, 2-0 upgrades or 3-0 upgrades, going up against 2-0 upgrades on the Crypt Fiends. Obsidian Statues can't get upgraded. Banshee's already out onto the field, no possession whatsoever. I don't even see Curse being used all that much, as we're looking at the Banshees trying to finish off more units. All right. 288 critical strike. Blade Master having an absolute field day trying to finish off a unit. Does not finish off the Obsidian Statue, as the Blade Master finishes off another Crypt Fiend with another 250 plus critical strike. Blade Master can deal upwards of 355 damage?
Our town is under attack.
All right. Anyways, let's take a look back across here. I think it's actually in the 330 range on the upper end of that critical strike, depending on what other buffs are given. Let's take a look. What was that? 65, 130, 2, right? All right, let's take a look. Blade Master. There we go. 85, 170, 340. All right, up to 340 damage from that Blade Master. Let's take a look. Death Coil quickly onto that Pit Lord. Death Knight still wandering back. Pit Lord sitting at level 3. Tauren Chieftain trying to get into the position. Is he going to throw down a Stomp? Blade Master is right there. 255 critical strike. Kodo Beast not even bothering to eat anything, as both sides are still fighting their way through. 66 supply compared to 57. Undead really winning out in this fight, but things are getting closer and closer. Only an 8 supply difference between these two armies now, as they are still exchanging blows. 62 compared to 53. Wind Riders trying to finish off that Lich. Lich able to shift on over. Orb of Corruption doing its thing, trying to perhaps finish off that Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter negative, or down to 2 armor, but still somehow able to survive, as it still has mana. Clarity Potion plus Sobi Mask on an agility-based hero that can heal. Well, a definite problem there, as the Shadow Hunter stays at level 5 and the Tauren Chieftain stays at 5. Blade Master is at 5. Death Knight is at 4, nearly 5. Pit Lord as well. So a lot of very close to 5, if not 5 level heroes. Let's take a look back across here. Let's take Death Knight finally up on the board with 5, and the Lich just shy at level 4 with plus 20 damage per attack. 200 gold left in that gold mine. This gold mine is pretty much all that is going to be left. And mining-wise, coming in from the undead player. Happy. Did he do enough gold management to really come out on top? Shadowhunter, well, Lich coming across over here. Torrent Chieftain trying to get in some easy damage, perhaps trying to disrupt, pushing away some of these obsidian statues. Banshee going to get taken down. 308 critical strike right there. Torrent Chieftain is going to be able to stomp, trying to go after the Death Knight. Death Knight is in, well, a rather interesting spot there as the Blade Master down to 318, and it looks like, yes, the Death Knight will be able to get away. Meanwhile, more units still continue to get picked off one by one. 58 supply compared to 50, with still no clear victor in sight. All right, let's take a look. Orc sitting on no upkeep, going up against low upkeep off of 2 bases. Or nope, going off of 1 base, so it is 7 gold versus 10 gold a second. A 30% drop off. Meanwhile, while this is happening, there is no signs that Fly is trying to set up a 3rd base. Blade Master now heading off to the north here. Blade Master with 1 good windstorm could be the difference between victory and defeat. We've seen it in the past. Meanwhile, well, some dark rituals going on there. Maybe some death packs as that Lich gets a little bit of mana and will be here ready to go in just a second. Back across over here to the top left. Let's take a look. 8,600 right now left in that gold mine. Will we see all of the gold mines mined out completely, or will there be a decisive battle coming in? Blade Master going after the Acolyte. Destroyer shows up to the party, says, you know what, I can easily devour or put slow on you. Blade Master could be in trouble. Blade Master now needs to head back away. Meanwhile, Banshee and the army, 59 supply compared to 50, and we are now going into our 3rd base for Fly. Another Pocket Great Hall now getting added. 62 supply compared to 50. Pocket Great Hall should be up and ready in just a moment. Blade Master looking to finish off the Banshee. However, an ease... Okay, I'm confused. I thought that was without that final battle. I didn't see what was happening to the expansion. Perhaps the expansion was going to get taken down. Orc had a decisive advantage in terms of overall hero level, 555 compared to 543. And it looked like if the Banshee got to, or the Blade Master got to 6, things were just going to go from bad to worse. I think that's what happened here. But, well, it's difficult to say. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Yeah, the elapsed time getting stuck at 000. Hopefully they're able to fix some of these issues. Thanks for watching.